Hello friends, now we are going to study how to improve string efficiency. So we can increase string efficiency by following method. First of all, we will write the formula of string efficiency. Percentage of string efficiency will be equal to 3 plus 4k plus k square divided by 3 into 1 plus 3k plus k square into 100%. So now guys, what is k? K is nothing but cs by c. So if we keep k is equal to 0 in this equation, so percentage efficiency will become 3 plus 4 into 0 plus 0 square upon 3 into 1 plus 3 into 0 plus 0 square. So percentage efficiency will be equal to 3 upon 3 into 100%. So percentage efficiency will be 100% if k value will be equal to cs upon c. So we have following method to improve string efficiency. So the first one is by increasing the cross arm length. So you would have been seen this is the tower, and now we want the efficiency to be 100%. So we cross arm length cs is equal to epsilon a by d. K is equal to cs by c. So cs will be less, so k will be less. So cs will be less when d will be greater, then cs will be less. D will be very greater and c will be very less. So we can say exactly from here that let us assume the strings are here. Strings are here. So this distance basically is d. So the d is more, cs will be less. It means we can see that if we increase the cross arm length, means d value will increase, then cs will increase. So this is how when cs value will decrease, k value will decrease. So we can say the percentage efficiency will be maximum, or we can increase. So this is the first method. Now I am going to discuss about the second method. Now the second method is using guard ring. So guys, we know that if, see in the diagram, this is I3, this is I2, and this is I1. If I3 is equal to I2 is equal to I1, then we can say that previously we have seen that V3 will be equal to V2 is equal to V1. It means when V3 is equal to V2 is equal to V1, so percentage efficiency, we know that V1 plus V2 plus V3 upon 3 into V3 into 100%. So when these three will be equal, then we can see 3 into V3 upon 3 into V3 into 100%. So this will be cancelled out and percentage efficiency will be 100%. But when I1 is equal to I2 is equal to I3, so this will happen when there has very carefully we have to see this point is I1 dash and this current is I2 dash. So let us use one guard ring basically. See this blue pen, this is guard ring basically. We maintain the distance of guard so that the here if there is coming Ix current and if there is Iy current, so it must be like Ix should be equal to I1 dash and Iy should be equal to I2 dash. If these things will happen, then we can calculate I1 is equal to I2 is equal to I3. So when Ix is equal to I1 dash and Iy is equal to I2 dash. So now we are going to see what will be the value of Cx and Cy so that I1 dash is equal to Ix and I2 dash is equal to Iy. So when I1 dash will be equal to Ix, then what will happen? I1 dash will be equal to we can say J omega Cs into V1. Yes, this voltage will be V1 basically. V1 is equal to Ix. If you will see the Ix, then Ix value will be equal to J omega Cx, and the voltage drop across this capacitor is like this. I am drawing with the yellow diagram like this. We have to complete this loop. So when we will complete this loop, you can easily send that V1, the voltage across Cx is V2 plus V3. So we can write clearly V2 plus V3. But if I1 is equal to I2 is equal to I3, then V1 is equal to V2 is equal to V3. We know that. So we can see from here that J omega Cs into V1 is equal to J omega Cx into 2 into V1. So we can see clearly J omega cancel out, and V1 is cancel out, and the value of Cx is nothing but Cs by 2. So Cx value we obtained. Now we are going to calculate the value of Cy. So we can see from the diagram that I2 dash should be equal to Iy, and now I2 dash will be equal to J omega Cs into, we can see the voltage difference across this capacitor is V1 plus V2. So V1 plus V2 is equal to Iy is nothing but J omega Cy into V3. Putting all the values, J omega Cs2 into V1 is equal to J omega Cy into V1. So V1 cancel out, J omega cancel out, and we have obtained Cy is equal to 2Cs. So Cx we obtain Cs by 2, and Cy we obtain 2Cs. So this has one general formula. Now I am going to write the general formula, and now I am going to verify whether it is correct or not. Cp is equal to P into Cs upon N minus P. Means Cp is what? P is equal to, basically P is equal to number of capacitance of pth link. Counting will be from above. Counting, I am writing this for the reference. Counting will be from above. So we can verify this. Let us assume Cx is the number 1. So P is equal to 1. C1 is equal to basically Cx. Cx is equal to basically P1 into Cs upon 3 minus 1, that is Cs by 2. Yes, and Cx is equal to Cs by 2 we obtain, and the value of Cy when P is equal to 2. So 2 into Cs upon 3 minus 2, and that is coming out to be 2Cs. So Cy is equal to 2Cs. So this is how we can improve the string efficiency using guard ring. Means generally we can use this formula to how to fix the values. Means it will depend on the distance of guard ring and this insulator, because if you will change this, the Cx and Cy value will change accordingly, current will change. So we have to be very careful about the position of the guard ring with insulator string. So here it is all about the methods to improve string efficiency. Thank you.